When playing Skywars, it's really important to protect the cake at all costs. It's one of the reasons why you could still fight even after you die. The cake is one of the most important things in Cake Wars, even in Bed Wars, you know. That's why me, who isn't really good at PvP, who lags a lot of the times, protects the cake. I always assign myself to be the one who protects the cake. And my strategy here is to stand on spawn, collect 12 bricks, and buy endstone. That was my strategy. But this guy, he's just making my life worse. Personally, I always go for endstone because it's the more sturdier block. Neighboring teams can rush into your base immediately after the game starts, so instead of using cheap protection, I always go for endstone. And one of the hassles why I hate putting wool in the cake early on the game is because it takes time to replace with the endstone, and you know, people would spend time earning bricks for endstone and not shears, and time is a very important factor in this game. So while I was playing this round, I didn't really thought much about Yellow's demise. I really thought it was normal because this used to happen a lot in games where neighboring teams would just rush into your base, eat your cake, and then wipe your team as soon as possible, but it turns out it was actually more than that.
I see threat.
I do not know why I made monkey sounds there. It was at this moment that fear set it into me. I do not know how to fight with lag, so I just kept hitting the husk of what was left of him. Eventually he died. I was really grateful he died, and I got the ping back as soon as possible, because if I didn't, I was gonna die. So immediately after that attack, I decided to buy obsidian, and for obsidian you're gonna need emeralds, and for emeralds you're gonna need an emerald point that has been captured by the enemy. So I decided we're gonna need resources, and for resources you need nether stars, but
No, gimme.
some dude just took nether stars from me. I mean, I don't mean to be selfish, but it's for the team, okay? You should give it to me. They didn't give me the nether stars in the end, so I decided to check how many emerald points do we still have. Then I found this. It's a floating island. Hooray. So I decided to gear up and buy some wool so that I could go and loot that island, because these ones can actually give you nether stars, but this one just gave me an end pearl, which you should remember because this end pearl will save my life.
Nice. Okay, we only have 1 point. Oh, we have a hacker.
So it should be pretty obvious that Yellow's cake was eaten by a green team, and the one who wiped them out was also a green team. Therefore, I realized that this game wasn't just a normal game. I was playing with hackers. And it almost took the fun away from the game, really. You know, hackers, they're on creative mode. They could immediately break your obsidian barricade with only a few clicks, and it kind of really pissed me off. But still, I decided to do it anyway. It was gonna get eaten, I might as well protect it from the other teams instead. At this point, I really wanted to stop playing because I didn't want to play with a hacker. No one wants to play with a hacker, but I kept going for some reason. I just felt like this game's gonna be good. Then my teammate threw me a nether star, which I was really hoping to pick up so that I could buy resources, but I'm just sad it didn't. It was while I was editing that I just noticed that the hacker still had to use a pickaxe to mine the endstone. But still, I got myself the nether stars that I need, so I bought our team resources and decided to go to an island that had just spawned a bit earlier. And as I was placing the blocks, hoping for the best that the hacker won't push me aside, this happened. The chest didn't even had great loot inside of it, so I just left it alone and decided to like fight for our base still. So my teammates decided to chase him to the island that's gonna explode in 30 seconds. And I thought to myself, that's futile. I understand my teammates' rage here. Of course, their cake has been eaten unfairly, but you gotta act rationally. You just had to grind up and build your gear. That's the most important thing that you could do right now, that your cake has been eaten. So I'm going a bit off topic here. My English isn't really good, so I'm really sorry if you're still watching. You're gonna have to bear with my English. When I saw that floating island there, my first instinct was, I have to get it. There might be nether stars. And I was right, there were nether stars. I just didn't know what to do with those nether stars, my instinct was I have to protect it. I have to keep myself alive so that I could still use the nether stars to improve my team. Hopefully I don't die. And then
Okay, 6.
we just saw the hacker again, casually floating in our team. I was too scared to come near him, but eventually this guy took the courage to do so. I don't really know if he's playing fairly or not. He's not upgrading his gear, he's not overpowered. Usually the hackers that I've encountered in the past were really overpowered in terms of their attack and their speed. And I really hated those kinds of hackers, but this hacker was more tame than usual, which kind of made me feel grateful. But still, I was scared. My hands were sweating, my knees were weak, my arm. Then I got myself enough nether stars to buy an upgrade for resources too. I also bought a pickaxe, and then I also bought a poly the sheep so that I could blow their cake up. Hopefully, I wish that really happened. And with that, I was really ready to go to their base. I landed on the roof of their base, and then for some reason, I wasn't able to pull the poly the sheep. I accidentally used it on the roof itself. Yes. And then someone actually noticed that Mango was flying just now. And that was kind of funny because why didn't they reported him? And then somebody said that he got reported, so the game was already good. So the only thing left to do is just raid the cake. I was getting ready, I jumped in, and I decided to mine. But I was caught immediately and got into the worst battle of my life. Like I said before, I'm not a great PvP player. That's why I usually spend my time building the cake, protecting the cake, but this one actually got me into a little bit of a disadvantage, so I decided to run. Just ran because I'm a coward. So that was a really failed attempt, so I decided to buy an emerald, and I bought a golden apple as well, just in case. Placed all the important stuff inside the chest and bought myself a poly the sheep to try and raid them again. But that didn't really happen, as they were guarding the cake at all times, and unfortunately they spotted me, and I was really scared about what was gonna happen. So I thought to myself, okay, so I'm gonna lure them in the emerald point, and then once they're in the emerald point, I'm gonna teleport to their base and, you know, blow it up. But that didn't really happen because Tartiflar, our friend here, wants to PvP with me, so I decided to just give it a go. I kid you not, this is the most terrifying moment of the game. We were at an emerald point, we were fighting at an emerald point. If he managed to knock me out into the edges and I fall into the void, I'm gonna die with no way of respawning. If for some reason the hacker decided to help him, I will be on the losing edge. So I decided that, you know what, I'm just gonna go run for it. I'm not a great PvP player, so I decided to pearl into our base. And I thought that wasn't gonna land either, and I thought I was gonna die. Then I landed here, and I'm still alive. Luckily, I still had a golden apple, so I decided to eat that, regenerate, and, you know, go for it again. Then I saw Tartiflar trying to mine our cake, so why not? I chased him, but I decided to not chase him. And here was the hacker. I was really scared to fight him, but he just ran away, so that was good. I was really starting to lose hope in the game. I thought we were gonna lose, and then this happened. That really boosted my morale a lot, so I decided to storm their base once again and end this game once and for all. They still have their cake. If they die, then that's good. If I die, then that's good. At least I played the game fairly. I was gonna leave my teammate alone if I die, but he's a better PvP player than me, so I just decided to give him a helping hand and eat the cake. For the dumbest reasons, I decided to do that, which I don't know why I did that. I can't remember why I did that, but I just decided to eat the cake as fast as possible, and these guys won't let me eat the cake, so I decided to circle around and eat the cake once and for all.
Nice.
And from there, it was an easy win. I didn't really expect that we would win this round. I generally thought we would lose, but still, I was really happy with the outcome. I just feel a bit sad because I wasn't able to
Yo, that's amazing.
contribute a lot to the killing. This guy was a very great player, and I really would love to play with him again.
Guess that's it.
So that was all for this video. I'll see you next time.